He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need... But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family... He lost... The genetic evolution that his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Momombusu? Come Reaper.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Maotolia tikamaperna.
Regard.
To wovu.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He worries. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your... He's great.
Ah, that's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out.
You don't have to be so...
Take it out now.
There's...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important.
Mauketo tolu ayad mauketo tolu ayadre.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as the...
Evunkutu buvum tolu woya lo yalo batolo.
Regardless of who you choose, it would... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the city. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? You're feeling mighty low. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Now you can focus. Cutting edge. Carving it up. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck. As if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. Getting swole. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Wonders why the Sifu would want to see you, but he'll let you in and give it a try.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, yaput.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves, to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. He wasn't sure you'd do that. But it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
Telnovazi ale dluhodo ite reki.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the back.
Tada nalest stari dat. Naoko onis poloknost. Zata.
Their kin must put an end to the war before...
Zivo. Zata. Tada.
They have no intention of... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you see the world differently, tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from... Once you've conquered the right... Seeing you bring... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Close encounter. Pow! Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through, he wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has... He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. You need to rely. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to... You can... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time. The dedication to training is important. You should know. Practice makes perfect. You have to. She'll see you at the village square. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're... You should look for things that are He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left fruit. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapons. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Veri?
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the...
Ritsentende.
Then you've got a good excuse.
Kanamunt.
She wants you to grow up and start...
Gendrana mala. Vasen och kasaman varut.
That's all she's ever asked of you.
Gendrana mala. Kanamunt.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to...
Volakamunum rukna. Gendrana mala.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you... He says that it's not too late. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecure, the most important thing is... It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuse. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility. He suggests... He's curious to see what you found. He can work.
Mishaku Zafania. Inta Baran Udinamamba. Baran Udinamamba.
You should take it with you. Wear it to practice.
Untlump.
He thinks you should.
Taremaya.
He's...
Arialoche nui mumera.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Pola kudo, do male tuku.
Wants you to...
Pola kudo tuku.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the...
Kalino, Katya Topoluta.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't it?
Can't see.
Wants you to prove that with some... Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such... Been... You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Says he's all... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's... It's called an... You're lucky. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Can't see.
Your Muma says this is it. There's nowhere. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your pop.
Andro?
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. Exactly what she... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity, when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Let's see.